Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am gonna attempt to do this little video vlog about me, my life, while I cruise around Brooklyn and New York City and, you know, all around, talking to fine people. I've seen a lot of people do it on the internet, and a lot of them are really cool, and they ride around in really cool areas, and I figured the area where I ride is pretty damn cool, so I might as well, you know, show it off a little bit myself. Why not? So right now we're in Williamsburg, and I'm cruising down to Red Hook to this place called Union Garage, where they're having a season sale because it's been really cold. Like today is actually a freaky day because it's 55 degrees. Last week it was 30s. This one morning I rode out, it was 27, feels like 17. It was brutal. So anyway, so these people are, it's a motorcycle shop and they have a sale going on, so I'm hoping to maybe buy some heated gloves or something like that. You know, not really sure, but you know, I'm actually gonna go straight here. So it's a little bit new. This whole concept of driving around while talking is a little bit weird to me, so you're gonna have to bear with me as I learn the tricks of the trade. Normally I would just take it to the highway and just make it happen nice and easy, but today I decided to go a little local because that way I can concentrate a little more on the speech. Oh, look at that car, that is nice. My hood is like bothering me. I gotta check it out. Go ahead. Alright. Giving a young man permission to walk, but he doesn't want to. So right there is a sweet skate park. I'm a big fan. I don't have a lot of moves. I'm not as limber as I used to be, but I used to, you know, bunny hop a little here and jump a little there, a couple of grinds. So anyway, I feel like the first video vlog has to be about, like, you know, why I got into motorcycles and how I got into motorcycles and how long I've been into motorcycles. And that's fair. We're gonna cover that one as we cruise through Williamsburg. I was gonna give you the, you know, the intimate tour, but I think I'm gonna save it for another day. So anyway, I've been into bicycles my whole life, since like day uno. I remember being like 5 years old, 4 years old or something, and my dad put me on top of a bicycle, and there was a slight little hill and this concrete volleyball course of all things, and I just kind of rolled, like immediately started rolling, and it was glorious. I literally just got that balance. Unfortunately, like, I never really got the balance front to back, you know, for manuals on the bicycles, but side to side I definitely got it. So anyway, so ever since I was like 4 years old, I've been into bicycles, and I've always had a bicycle. Back when I was growing up back in Russia, it was the bicycles I had were like too big. They were like weird sized bicycles, oversized, so I'd be like this like tiny little shrimp of a kid on a huge bicycle. And then I had a trike, then I had a couple of other bicycles, and then when I came to the America, I had a couple of other bicycles. I had a BMX, I had a mountain bike, road bikes, and then eventually when I came to New York a dozen years ago, I got into bicycles a lot more, into actually like riding street on mountain bikes and like doing drops and doing little stunts and tricks, little 180s here and there, bar spins off curbs. Nothing too crazy, you know, but having fun. And I ended up building all sorts of different bikes, and then I ended up building, you know, a fixed gear bike and a BMX and this and that, because at that time I was going to all these like skate parks and you know, it was really fun. So I've always, you know, loved building bicycles, but I just love technology, and also motorcycles are just like so damn cool. For years I've been thinking about it, and I just always was like either intimidated or thinking like, oh, it's this big heavy piece of machinery, like how am I gonna handle it? Oh, I got a piece of hair in my nose. But yeah, and I was just like, oh man, I gotta take care of it. I'm gonna have to park it. I'm gonna have to like, I don't know how to ride the damn thing. I'm gonna have to get a license. There's all sorts of thoughts going through my head. And at the same time, for years, I've been telling people how I want to go cross country on a motorcycle. I want to ride from New York to San Francisco on a motorcycle. And I feel like, you know, I've talked about it for so long, and I've told myself about it for so long, where like I had to damn do it. And oh, that was silly. I gave it a little bean there. But so yeah, I had to do it. And in order to do a cross-country trip on a motorcycle, you need a motorcycle, and before that, you need a motorcycle license. Luckily, exactly like probably about like a year and a half ago, my amigo Birdie Bird, you know, he kind of was thinking about motorcycles as well, so it was perfect timing, and we both took a motorcycle course up in like East New York. And see, this road takes us to Williamsburg Bridge, which we don't want to do. So anyway, we took this motorcycle safety course in East New York. And at the end of it, at the end of this weekend of riding around, you take a test and you get your license. Nice and easy. So we both got our motorcycle licenses, and he got a motorcycle and I got a motorcycle. And you know, I feel like me talking about my motorcycle right now is going to sidetrack the whole damn topic. But anyway, so that's why I got, oh, this is Pies and Ties. This is where you get some fried chicken and waffles. Delicious. So anyway, so we both got motorcycle licenses, and we both decided to, you know, we started talking and decided to go cross country on our motorcycles, because it's quite fun. Quite a fun idea. It was just like one of those like epic journey kind of things we wanted to do. So that combined with like right place, right time, and I just had money for it, and it just like was overwhelming feeling. And I waited 33 years to get a motorcycle, and the day I got a motorcycle, I was, ooh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to set off that alarm there. The day I got a motorcycle and I rode around, I was just like, oh my god. Or even the day I got my license, which was like a week later I got my motorcycle, but like it's like riding a bicycle but with, you know, a damn engine. You just like a go twist stick, so you could just, you know, do whatever the hell you want, and somehow, some way, you can literally go like to San Francisco on the damn thing. It's insane. I never, like when I bought it, I never thought of it as like some sort of a transportation device. Oh, these people are making me upset. Sorry, see what I'm saying? It's hard to vlog and do this. It's terrible, because we're cruising around Brooklyn here. So yeah, and another thing is, I've always liked motorcycles like my whole life. So the fact that I waited till 33 years old to get one is kind of crazy. But at the same time, you know, it makes sense, because you know, I reached like a critical mass of some sort. It was like the breaking point where I just had to do it. Just had to do it. Uh-oh. What's going on over here? Some sort of police activity. Let's not hang out with them. Let's just keep going. Nice and quiet. past them because we don't want any trouble. We're just law-abiding citizens here. Oh, look at that, building a nice tall building here. Yeah, my whole life I loved motorcycles, but it's a very specific kind of motorcycles, and I realized that what I really like is fucking naked bikes, you know, like a Ducati Monster specifically. And then for years and years and years, I obsessed with Ducati Monsters. So when the opportunity came where I got my license and I had the mega bug, I started looking for a bike. I mean, I've been looking for a bike for a while, just pricing them out, looking kind of for what I want. And eventually, when I had my license, I was just like, well, I just gotta do it. I need one now. So I started shopping for Ducati Monsters. And I was looking for something like not too old, but not too new, not too modern. So something, you know, 2002 to 2008 maybe. And my budget was like, you know, $5,000, which is a good chunk, because I was looking at some Suzuki's, SV650s, and like other kind of bikes, some Hondas, and all of them were like $1,000, $1,500, like $2,500 you get like a nice one. 4Gs you get like something lovely. But anyway, so I found this Ducati here, this 2006 620. I found it on Craigslist, and it was in Worcester, Massachusetts. So I literally like had my license for a week, and I rode out to Worcester, Massachusetts, like got off the bus early morning, got a U-Haul truck and a bunch of straps, ratchet straps in Home Depot, and strapped the bike down. It was the shit. I literally just went there and strapped the bike down. But yeah, I mean, I'm making it sound like I just like came over to the dude's house and just like took the bike and strapped it down. No. So yeah, I was like really excited, and the reason why I went there is because this bike had 1,400 miles on it, like 1,400 miles on this puppy boy. Like literally, this lady, she bought it brand new, and then rode it like, you know, however many times, and then just put it in the garage. And then like in the garage, it got like knocked over when she was probably backing into it. I mean, they told me it never did get knocked over, but obviously it did, because like the dials were smashed, the mirrors were all smashed on the side, you know, but there was no damage. Obviously it was just tipped over really slow. So I was like, yes, I want it, I will take it. And it was 4,000, and then because of the cracked dials, I was like 3,900, and she was like, done. And I was like, well, snap, I got myself a motorcycle, you know. I took it for a ride, and the driveway was like slanted the wrong way, and so I looked it over, kind of like, you know, on Google. I went and like saw like, oh, I'm sorry guys, there's this ambulance. No, but on Google I saw like 20 steps to check a motorcycle, you know. And so I went there with like a nice little spreadsheet, just like looking at all sorts of stuff. And you know, geez, these people, it's hard to like talk and be in traffic like this. But so I went through all this list of all these things, and it came a point for a test drive, you know. And before that, the only motorcycle I drove was like Suzuki 250, little weird like cruiser thing. So I had to like, this guy, you know, the husband gives me these keys to this Ducati Monster. I've sat on them in like dealerships before, at like auto shows, but I've never sat on a Ducati Monster like, here, ride it. And that was before I gave him the money and everything, you know. So I was just like, oh my god, they're letting me do it. You know. So I got on it, and it felt so weird and foreign, like I didn't even know what to do with myself and with the bike. And this was like me riding it like, you know, 100 yards up the road. And I was just like, why did I think I can just show up to 6 hours north to Worcester, Massachusetts, and pick up this Ducati, put it in the back of the damn U-Haul truck? Like, my U-Haul truck is in the driveway, so they know I'm gonna buy the damn bike. And you know, so I went for a cruise, and like I didn't know how to shift gears. The whole thing was weird, so I like, it was awkward. And you know, the guy, and I came back and I was like, oh, this thing is shifting kind of weird. I literally was like, I came back to him and I was like, oh, could you check it out? And the guy like got on it and freaking gunned it up and down the block, like the way I know it can go. Just a little, give it a little mustard, and the thing is fucking singing to you. But yeah, so he went up and down the block, and I was like, all right, I gotta do it again. So I got back on it, you know, and went up the block, and I kind of just like tucked into the bike a little bit, like sat on it really well, and everything clicked together, and I realized that this monster is the one for me. It literally just like made me very excited. Maybe very excited. So, you know, I felt like I saw some kid from back in the day on the street there. Maybe not gonna go back and check. But so yeah, so like after I rode it, like I literally felt like it felt like a glove. Like it felt like it was like all around me. It was awesome. So after that, I was like, I have to have it. I have to have it. And I strapped it down into the U-Haul. I've never done it before, so I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I was there by myself, you know. The guy helped me push it into the van, into the truck, which was great. And I had to get like a big truck because all the other ones were like rented out, so it was like a 20-foot truck. So I put it in there, I strapped it down really tight, and began my journey back to New York. And it was nerve-wracking because I totally, like, it was like all bumpy, and the truck was kind of like crappy, suspension wasn't that good or something. And I was picturing my bike just bouncing inside there, just getting destroyed. And you know, I checked it every like half hour, every hour, and restrapped it a couple times, but it started leaning, and I realized I'd have to redo everything. So I literally just went balls out on it and just strapped it way down, like really tight everywhere. I had extra straps, so I had like 4. Like they recommend only 2 straps. I don't know how you're supposed to strap a motorcycle with 2 straps. I mean, I could see how it's possible, but so I used 4 straps, and you know, 4 straps. So I brought the motorcycle back. My friend helped me unload it, and I remember just after the whole situation was done, and I was like $4,000 poorer, but I had all this metal and plastic sitting downstairs in my apartment. I was like, well, I just bought a motorcycle. My gas light just came on. You know what that means. You have to get gas. So yeah, so I don't know, like, so that's the story of like me getting this specific motorcycle. You know, I'll probably revisit this topic more, maybe talk about what specific things I looked at. But like I mean, I've never had a motorcycle before, so the fact that I was just kind of like casually buying a Ducati Monster was a little weird to me. But at the same time, I was not afraid. I was just like, whatever, it's all good. You know, right here is where I work at work. So I'm giving people the scenic route. So I don't know, like I don't know how these vlogs are gonna go, because are they gonna be like broken up, or should I do the whole big thing straight up? I don't know how it's gonna work, but it's a good time. It's a good time. I have this fucking camera strapped to my face, and people are looking at me like, who is this jerk causing all this ruckus with a camera strapped to his face? But look at these views here. Look at this. Take a look at this. You know, a little like off-road action here, but we're in Dumbo, Brooklyn. Woo! It's a good time around here. So I'm gonna go this way. Look at all these tourists just loving life. I mean, I would too. Excuse me, lady. You're on a fucking phone. Can you believe that shit? Excuse me, tourists. Look at this. I'm never here on like Sundays, but yep. I'm like, this is a lot of people. I mean, it's usually pretty damn crowded, but this is like next level shit. Next level shit. No wonder these businesses just probably make their money on the weekends like crazy. Like crazy. This guy's gonna go like 2 miles per hour. This jerk right there making eye contact. Can you please, for the love of sweet succulency, move your bum bum? Move the bum bum. So I think I'm gonna go to this shop first and get gas afterwards, because I kind of want to get there. But this is insane. This person is freaking driving me nuts. Why are they going so goddamn slow? Oh my goodness, look at this. We are in tourist fucking paradise slash hell. There's some police, there's World Trade, and this is like the Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Bridge Park. There's a ice cream parlor, there's pizza, there's like Sweet Park. Yo, what the fuck are you doing, you fucking jerk? I thought I ran a yellow light, but those cops are not after me. Anyway, yeah, see, like, I hope I don't say anything terrible on these videos. You know, a fucking jerk, I don't think that's too mean. I'm sorry if this is not really talking about anything too meaningful, but, you know. So, long story short, now I have my motorcycle. And my fuel light just came on. How many miles we went? 82 miles. Haha. I guess, well, you know, this motorcycle usually gets like, you know, it could get 150 miles to the tank. It could. If you, you know, shift like a adult and don't pull cheap thrills. People are just like, what the fuck is happening here? I don't know. They're bicycling over here. This is one Dumbo. Like literally this building has its own shuttle bus that takes them to the subway, because these people paid like millions of dollars to live in this fancy building, and there's no train anywhere damn near. So how about that damn pickle? What are you gonna do? Yeah, he's gonna chill. But it must be pretty fun to be a tourist. Must be fun to be a damn tourist. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. At this point, we're just talking about this, that, and the third. I'm just wondering if I should get gas now or I should get gas later, because I am an alligator. No, I'm actually not an alligator. This is falling apart. This video vlog. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm seeing tourists and I just go off on these like rambles in my head. But I took this route just to show you, you know, that riding in New York City is not that crazy. Look at us. We're just fucking, you know, zipping about. Like, cause I was gonna go on BQE, you know, but I was worried it's going to be a little too windy. At the same time, what are you doing, you fucking poo-poo head? That guy literally is going to pop a fucking Yui. What a jerk-burk. What a doodle nose. So yeah, that's Bikini over there, and look at all that traffic just chilling, just sitting there. So yeah, we're gonna need to get some gas relatively soon here. Absolutely. And once we get gas, we're gonna be filled up for the whole week. So yeah, this thing can get 120, 150 miles per gas tank for sure. I mean, technically it's like 45 miles per gallon in this machine. But at the very same time, if you kind of like give it the mustard a couple times here and there, if you kind of like downshift a little bit, like a baboon, yeah. Ooh, sorry, yellow light. Yeah, if you downshift really hard like a baboon and do such things, you know, you could burn through gas really, really quick. It's a real situation, because no matter how, oh, that was a sweet Street Fighter there, but no matter how green you are, you know, it's a situation where you are burning gas like a savage. You're destroying the planet one gas tank at a time. You know, and this thing holds 3-some gallons, so I'm destroying 3 gallons, 4 gallons a week, which makes me a freaking animal. I mean, look at me. I personally am responsible for all the bad things happening in the Middle East, unless this gas is local, and then I'm responsible for local conflicts, you know, for the conflicts that take place around here. So this vlog was supposed to be about how, you know, I started riding, and I think it kind of was kind of a ramble on. So I think I'm gonna call this, you know, Union Garage Ride more than a freaking, you know, some other thing. So that's cool. Just stop right here. We're done. I'm gonna check out the sale. All right, guys. I'll talk to you shortly.